I want to share with you in these brief reflections a rather curious matter. I've just finished reading the trilogy about Cicero written by the British author Robert Harris, an extraordinary novelization of the final days of the ancient Roman Republic. Although it is common to divide ancient Rome into the monarchy, republic, and empire, given the vast territories the Roman conquered in the late Republic, and with the emergence of this first triumvirate among Crassus, Pompey, and Caesar, it is said that during the times depicted in these novels, we are already witnessing the dawn of the empire itself. Throughout these three novels, there are highly significant moments where Harris connects astronomy with the forming Roman Empire. The first major scene occurred with the death of Lucius, a philosopher cousin of Cicero. As his body is burning, the following is narrated. Out of the frozen field, the body lay on its pyre under the stars, and the great orator struggled to deliver a brief eulogy. But his words would not perform their tricks for him on that occasion, and he had to give up. He could not even collect himself sufficiently to apply the torch to ignite the wood, and passed the task instead to Quintus, his brother. As the flames shot high, the mourners threw their gift of scent and spices onto the bonfire, and the perfumed smoke, flecked with orange sparks, curled up to the Milky Way. It is an intriguing moment where Harris explores the relationship between death, the stars, and the sparks of fire that ascend to infinity, carrying with them the body of the deceased. Tiro, the narrator of the novel, as slave and personal scribe of Cicero, reflects at the beginning of the second novel, saying, "Surely the greatest mercy granted us by Providence is our ignorance of the future. Imagine if we knew the outcome of our hopes and plans, or could see the manner in which we are doomed to die, how ruined our lives will be. Instead, we live on dumbly from day to day, as happily as animals. But all things must come to dust eventually. No human being, no system, no age is impervious to this law. Everything beneath the stars will perish. The hardest rock will be worn away. Nothing endures but words." With this allusion to the world in which we live, this world enclosed among the stars, it foreshadows the end of the Roman Republic unwittingly, and wisely reminds us that it is words that keep in our memory the times that no longer exist. That even the most powerful empire in history, despite having extinguished itself irreversibly centuries ago, will endure for future generations. And finally, in the third novel, when Tiro narrates the moment that Cicero spent writing his monument work on the Republic, he says the following: "Often today I reread On the Republic, and always I am moved, especially by the passage at the end of Book 6, when Scipio describes how his grandfather appears to him in a dream and takes him up into the heavens to show him the smallness of the earth in comparison to the grandeur of the Milky Way, where the spirits of dead statesmen dwell as stars." The description was inspired by the vast clear night skies above the Bay of Naples. "I gazed in every direction, and all appeared wonderfully beautiful. There were stars which we never see from Earth, and they were all larger than we have ever imagined. The starry spheres were much greater than the Earth. Indeed, the Earth itself seemed to me so small that it was scornful of our empire, which covers only a single point, as it were, upon its surface. If only you will look on high," the old man tells Scipio, "and contemplate this eternal home and resting place, you will no longer bother with the gossip of the common herd, or put your trust in human reward for your exploits. Nor will any man's reputation endure very long, for what men say dies with them and is blotted out with the forgetfulness of posterity."